Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
Welcome to the Lake Ronkonkoma Historical Society Museum, 328 Hawkins Avenue in Lake Ronkonkoma.
You can find some wonderful, exciting mementos of long ago Lake Ronkonkoma, when Lake Ronkonkoma was a booming travel destination. People would come from big buses in the city and stay in little cabins, and we hung out. We grew up at Lake Ronkonkoma. This was a library, and as small as it is, and as huge as the libraries are now, we always found what we wanted in this little place.
The focus of the organization is the lake itself and the communities that ring the lake. It would include Lake Grove, Lake Ronkonkoma, Lakeland, tips into Nesconset and Holbrook.
Basically, we who are in the society tend to each have our own pavilion. When we were growing up, most of us learned to swim in the lake, and my pavilion was Jack Yerkes. You got a season pass, a little elastic with a tag that entitled you to a locker. You paid for the season and you could come down there and swim. You couldn't just go there, you had to pay for that and hang out on the beach. And then there was another big structure that was a restaurant. The lake is three parts, the beaches, I want to say. You had part of the lake, have part of the lake that is in Smithtown, part of the lake that is in Islip, and part of the lake that is in Brookhaven. But the lake itself, the water, the sandy bottom upon which all that water sits, is Islip Town.
This is a picture which will show you the outline of the lake. You'll see the names of the pavilions or beaches that ring the lake during its heyday.
A lot of them. James Barrie wrote Peter Pan for our Maud Adams, who lived in Lake Ronkonkoma. And the funny thing that I think that a lot of people don't know, he didn't write Peter Pan for Maud Adams. He wrote the part of Wendy for Maud Adams. And when Maud Adams saw this script, she said, hey, Peter's having all the fun here. I want to play Peter. From that time on, that's why Peter Pan is always played by a female. She's quite important to us, and whenever we have a program on her, I've been at the Sachem High School when we did a program, and when that picture came up, the whole audience gasped at how adorable she was. And remember that the next time you see or hear of Peter Pan. Mary Martin was just following in Maud's footsteps. Here again, you talk about the importance of the lake. We have a few wonderful trophies that were won in races on the lake. Look at the glory of this. If you won the American Cups, you wouldn't get a trophy this glorious.
The collection of Basford Hawkins, and they're arrowheads that were collected by him alone as he walked around the village. And one of the things he liked was to go out after a nice drenching rain, as he called it, because they would kind of be uncovered by the rain, and he would find some. But it's a very large collection.
Over 2,000 pieces.
Yeah. The name is Veprovsky, and one of the local ball players got to know the father and invited them to play, and they played with the Cardinals, both father and most often the son, Carl Yastrzemski.
Do you think that this was the start of his career, or he started
No, I don't
else?
think so. I think he played, I don't know that he played professionally anywhere, but he certainly played baseball wherever he could. Thank you for coming by. We are very glad you came in to have a glimpse of what's here in the museum at the Lake Ronkonkoma Historical Society.
We have a lot more to show you if you stop in, and there's always somebody here who can answer any questions you might have and chauffeur you around. It's a fun place.